Okay, I want to say hello again everybody, it's only me, Wushu Richard. In this video, it's going to be a bit different, okay, to some videos. This video I'm going to just cover a few points on combat, okay, in like basically bare hand combat, martial arts strategies that we all need to take into consideration, be it traditional martial arts and MMA, which I don't like, as you know. I notoriously, I just don't like MMA, but I'm just saying, right, I'm going to put a few points straight again, okay. I'm just going to, from the traditional point of view aspect, I'm going to be just reviewing a few of these points, okay, for people, okay, out there. And but in terms of the MMA side, what I'm actually covering is saying that letting people think about this more. It's like, for example, yeah, people in today's modern society, too many people, even the ones who are practicing traditional martial arts, but are like not keeping it alive, as I see it, because they're not doing the real thing. A lot of people, sadly, but there are those out there who are. But what I'm trying to say is, some of these people, right, you know, it's always the same thing, that traditional martial artists have to come to the fact and face what MMA people are talking about all the time, as in, you know, the reality of the combat, being straightforward, to the point, none of this cut-to-that stuff and all that. It's like this reality coming straight in, brutal, how to come in as quick as possibly, efficiently take out your opponent. But what I'm saying is, what I'm always saying, the point is, don't forget, is the MMA people are always missing the point that traditional martial arts, I mean original traditional, I mean the ancient, not this stuff they're putting out today, more and stuff. But that was actually more efficient and more effective, more to the point than this. So this video, basically, we're just going to cover a few simple points. I'm not even loosened up. I didn't do much stretching today. Every day I do my stretching every morning and loosening up and training every day to keep in fit shape. But today I just woke up late, you know, I'm not really warmed up in that. So I'm not going to show you anything full, all out, you know, and really hardcore training. But, you know, just what I'd show. I just thought I would show you a few training methods and explain a few points about combats from my point of view, right, in traditional martial arts. Okay, so basically, excuse me for the camera angle, basically, as you know, in all fighting systems, right, or let's say martial arts, right, we have stances, as I've talked about already. That stance working how you stand. You might have a very strong stance, or you might have just a basic natural fighting stance on your toes and all that, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's very important that you can work your foot stepping and how you move around and all that, and move around and all that, even the circle stepping and all that. It's all very important, right? You guard up, whether it's a boxing guard or a traditional martial arts, but you understand the basic structure, right? We'll go into more detail and look at basic training methods and things in other videos. I mean, I've made so many videos over the years, as I say, showing actual techniques and explaining, you know? It's like, in this video we're just covering a few points. So we've got the stances, and I'll say you've got a strong stance, that proper solid, and then you've got that basic martial arts stance, and basic on the toes, you know, very light-footed kind of stances too. And then you've got all these stepping, as I say, in, out, sideways, and in circles, stepping and moving around, as I said, all that. This we understand. Now what happens, right, when does an attack hurt you, let's say? When does the opponent's attack hurt you? Let's say you're in a ring. I want you to think about an MMA ring, let's say, for example. I personally train for my own health and also to avoid getting hurt on the street. Now, avoid it, but I'm saying, let's say for MMA, because a lot of people are doing MMA. If you're in the ring, or in any fight situation, let's say, if someone throws a roundhouse kick at you, right, if someone throws a powerful roundhouse, just shoots it in, and just bats it in, or swing punch, or whatever it might be, right, a strike, it's only going to hit you when it hurts you, right, of course. So we learn all this foot stepping and stuff. You even see in the MMA as well, fair enough. You see I see two different kinds of very important things in the UFC, like MMA, especially with, like, you know, Muay Thai, because Muay Thai is a very strong, solid, you know, they're used to taking blows and taking the kicks and the punches. They train their bodies to be solid, you know what I mean? And they do it in UFC, you know, MMA, Muay Thai and Kyokushin Karate even over the years. What I'm trying to say is, like, there's even like masters of Kyokushin karate, or experts in Kyokushin karate, of like they were like, there was one guy, I forgot his name, there's a guy who like opened his own little quiet school, his own little school in a quiet part of Japan. He's a Japanese guy. He was so good, he like beat so many people in like this kumite, like this karate tournament thing, Kyokushin, you know, full contact. And then what happened was he went back and made his own dojo, you know, and he's like teaching. He focuses mainly on kata now. He teaches the forms because he says basically it's all about the technique and it's about developing yourself. That's what it's about, not about fighting. And I respect him so much for that. So go back to what I'm saying though, the fighting is what's important, but for the self-defense. But what we're talking about is when an attack hits you, someone's going to come at you and give you a powerful low ground dust kick over to your leg. It's the thing, you see two different things, don't you? Like in the UFC especially, let's say for example, where MMA, where it's like, or anywhere, but the same, where it's like, how are you going to avoid that? The first thing is avoiding it. There are blocks, people do utilise blocks, it seems they can't help but put their hands up or down sometimes, which is echoing the point of history, what I'm trying to say about traditional martial arts, how to block, but they don't do that. They just box in, and now and again they need to use their hands. I'm not saying there's no science behind MMA, I'm just saying, right? Usually though, in MMA, what it is two things, usually, right, or kickboxing even, there'll be like, usually it'll be like, well, especially Muay Thai, they'll move around, obviously, to avoid the kick, try to avoid it and moving in and out and move the footwork so the kick won't get them, obviously, from wherever it's coming, whatever level or angle. And or also, the other thing they'll do is they'll try and take the blow. They'll use like certain stances and things to take it, you know, and do a lot of training like that too, to strengthen their body to take it. And that's also a kind of blocking, it's also a kind of conditioning, fair enough. And they've got some solid blocks and things, and the whole body is so strong. But what I'm talking about is something else, right? You want to be straight in, and so do MMA people. MMA people actually, without even probably knowing it, they do use methods which are like traditional martial arts and which are, you know, related. I mean, there's definitely efficient stuff like in Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not saying there isn't, like, in terms of like directness. Because, for example, someone's coming at you with punches, kicks. I'm sure in the MMA people will avoid a roundhouse kick by, let's say, coming in maybe sometimes, maybe, I don't know exactly, coming in, and when they see the opening, right, and going for that takedown, from the side takedown, so they come in straight in efficiently. The same as we talk about in Wing Chun, when we're talking about when somebody's got the centre line, and you're going in, or it's like, you know, it could be sword fencing of any kind, Japanese or traditional sword fencing, you know, but you're going in and finding that point, that open area, going in. So, it's about finding the way through the spaces and the holes, you know, and coming straight in and, you know, doing the thing. So, that's the point, that's a very, very important point. It's like when you're in the close, tight situation, what is it? Do you just take blows, you know, just standing taking blows and kicks like Muay Thai, MMA or whatever, and then go in and start fighting back, you deliver them, and whoever's able to stand it, whoever gets the one to the head or is the winner, or, you know, whatever, you know. Or is it like you just keep dancing around all day, moving around, that kind of a way, avoiding, and that's it? No, you've eventually got to go in and you've got to connect, right? So you might go a mile away from a kick, you might have missed a kick and spin around and kick the guy in the head and knock him out. But I'm just saying, you know, it's like, I'm just doing the moves slowly here, just showing you roughly, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you can't always play around too much with distance. You want to avoid getting hit and you want to go straight in, right? It's like we talk about in Wing Chun, even in traditional martial arts, when somebody's coming in, you want to make sure a big swing or something, to block and go straight in, or you let the big movement pass, and then go straight in when you find that open space, you know. But what I'm trying to say is, that's one thing, right? But what I'm trying to say here is, that's why I'm a big, massive fan of traditional martial arts, especially. If you really look into being like karate, again, Bagua, Tai Chi, especially Tai Chi, ninjutsu as well, things like this, they're trained very, very well. You can incorporate that kind of training into your MMA, and also Wing Chun, of course, awesome, right? But my main style is Wing Chun and a bit of Tai Chi is what I do. I was just saying, right, I've done karate, I've done kickboxing, hardcore training over the years of this, and wushu forms, and I've really put myself into all those different martial art kind of, different kind of training. So I'm a big fan of all kinds of arts, I like Aikido too. But going back to what I was saying, right, with MMA, right, you can put in this, if you were going to learn some more about Tai Chi and learn about pushing hands and things, or learn about, not pushing hands, it's pussy hand. I'm saying it again. I'm just saying it's like, with the movement you're doing, it's like you'll be utilising techniques in such a way with your whole body rooted. When I say Tai Chi or Ninjutsu, you're probably thinking, what the fuck am I talking about? I say Ninjutsu, and you think I'm saying like some little guy with a little stick going poking areas, and we always talk about what the fuck. Well, it's good, but I'm just saying people don't understand what, they think, what am I talking about? In an MMA fight? Or if I say like Tai Chi, you think I'm talking about going into a perfect form and going into a Tai Chi. I'm not saying that. It depends on the situation. What I'm trying to say is, when I say Tai Chi and that, and Ninjutsu and things like that, I'm saying when someone's close up, or even the same with Wing Chun, when I say Wing Chun, if I'm going to walk up to someone like that and do that, I don't mean that. Or karate coming in, I don't mean that. When I'm saying implement, you have to understand the actual what was behind the original martial arts. The katas and stuff are like for forms, for like your health and control, fitness, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, in a fighting situation, you've got to make it and adapt the movement to the situation, right? So what I'm trying to say is, let's say Wing Chun, hold on my neck, 1 second. Okay? For like Wing Chun and like Tai Chi and that, you want to make sure it's sunk in and more, more compact. Like, if you're in a situation where someone's coming at you with Muay Thai, or you're in the ring at MMA and they're coming at you, when someone's trying to do a grip or something, grab you need to know, it's like very similar to Jiu-Jitsu. Someone comes to grab you, you want to like step, that means you've got a good step in, you control it or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, Wing Chun and Tai Chi and those kind of arts, and Ninjutsu and Karate, traditional arts, do have very useful techniques too. It's like, why aren't people why aren't people so political when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai? Let's say someone who does Jiu-Jitsu, right, who understands the locking, the grappling and all that. But when someone comes to grab you, of course if you do Muay Thai, right, and you do MMA, for some reason they accept Muay Thai. For example, someone's there, they come to grab you, you might step back, knee the guy in the head, right, do a Muay Thai knee. So it works. Wing Chun's the same. Wing Chun has those knees, Wing Chun has those kicks, the low kicks coming in there. Come back with your elbow on the guard, sit on the back of the guy's neck there, grab in there. If it's real fight, you might break his neck even, you know what I'm saying, punch him to the face, all that coming up, you might be there, you might use your arms in a certain way to guard against those hands, Wing Chun, see? So you'll be using it very, very effectively. So you won't be just standing there the whole time, Muay Thai, taking kicks, and then you get into a clench and all this, like they do in boxing, like grabbing and all this. You want to see the punches and the strikes, right, getting the shot, moving out and coming in. I'm doing the moves kind of rough here, as I say, because I'm not really warmed up and that. I woke up late today, but I woke up late, man. Sorry for my mistakes. Let's say, so you're standing, it's like they're taking the hits and it's like, or they're trying to grapple them down to the ground and things like that. It's like ridiculous. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes you want to be able to take the blows fair enough, but it's like you should be very solid anyway, like karate, you see, or like Tai Chi, all that. They're very solid and like all that coming in, see, and the Wing Chun. So when someone's coming in, you're trying to clench, grab onto your side, you'll be able to sink your weight, go into somebody who's grabbing your hip, you might have an arm, you might elbow straight in the head. See, this is proper Wing Chun how it's supposed to be. It's not to say you just go in there like, I'm doing Wing Chun now. You've got to be like very, very effective. When someone comes and grabbing on you, you've got to know how to sink your weight, twist off, punch to the head there. Not just to do a chain punch and just look like a pussy punch, right? It's supposed to be like very, very effective. When they come in and grabbing on you, you take a step, you use your whole body core. Step in, like Tai Chi. So now I'm doing like Tai Chi, the foot stepping in front of it. And then that. When you're pushing you back, the whole body, your shoulder and that. If he starts pushing you again, you just absorb that in and go down. People that do Aikido will understand what I'm saying, as will some people that do Hapkido with it. So I know what I'm talking about, I'm not just playing around. You can't really see many techniques. I'm just standing here doing all this and you don't understand what the fuck I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is like, when someone's really coming in, you want to know how to absorb, how to deal with whatever's grabbing onto wherever you need to sink. So it's not about doing the biggest stances all the time and all this. It's about being natural. So you understand Tai Chi, but I'm standing there. So anytime someone grabs onto my elbow, or grabs onto my shoulder, or grabs onto anywhere, I'll be able to absorb wherever it's going. So I would put my hand on top of his hand, push him back, and saying, or if it was a real fight, I'd grab that arm and slap him across the ear. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah? Or put that down, smack that in his face, give a low kick, give it a surprise, and then a kick. You know what I'm trying to say, see? things like I'll be able to work my knees to guard my groin, I'll be able to step in the foot, I'll be able to turn step behind, understanding circle stepping, but it's not about like dancing around or just standing there taking blows. It's about standing so strong, coming in, closing the gap straight away, giving all that boxing, whatever it might be, Muay Thai, Wing Chun, it's all in there, but it's like, you know, open palm techniques as well, you know, things like that, it's like, you know what I'm trying to say, it's like you would know how to bring the essences of Tai Chi and things like that in a Wing Chun. I know you probably don't understand exactly what I'm saying in this video, it's not very clear, I should do a better demonstration. What I'm saying is people see the traditional side of the martial arts, and they think the traditional martial arts, they think it's a load of old joking around, they think it's like, it's too exaggerated, they think that someone's, I'm saying in an MMA fight you're going to stand up and do a big block like this and a palm. I'm not saying that exactly, right? But I'm saying these techniques will work by not in a big style like this like that, but it's like you go in, you know how to sink your weight, you understand the power of the back leg, the front, you understand the science of that, you understand this block out, you understand this palm in, it's like boom, see? Boom is coming in, I parry that, palm is just this technique that can work into, you understand, into the MMA that people can't understand. But the point is they're missing so much when they just focus on that MMA stuff. It's like we should be no limit, no boundaries. Bruce Lee would definitely, I'm sure if Bruce Lee was around today, he would definitely say to the MMA people, look, we can't be limited in ourselves. You've got to look at all different kinds of arts. You can't just say, well, MMA is the best, jiu-jitsu, ground fighting, and kickboxing and Muay Thai. There's so much in Kung Fu, man. You know what I mean? My God, if Bruce Lee, well, let's say if Bruce Lee started out in MMA and started out doing all this, what people are doing today, and then suddenly he found the art of Wing Chun, let's say, or Tai Chi, and he started learning, people would take to that. It would be the other way around. People would be taking to that, so, well, this is very fascinating, there's lots we can find here. The problem is people stay on one side, you know, and they don't go to the other side to look, you know what I mean? They're still on one side of the fence and that's it. They don't look at both, you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is, it's like there's so many techniques that people are missing out on that they don't understand by just doing this stuff, what everybody else is doing, MMA, and that's basically what they're doing, right? So, it's like, you know, it's like people hear these like MMA, UFC champions and stuff talking about certain experiences they've had in their life, and some people might mention them, I say, I used to do karate, or I've done a bit of Tai Chi, and they might say that, and nobody will take it seriously. They'll say, oh, did you? Oh, yeah. Oh, but yeah, this guy's great, man. He's the MMA world champion or whatever at UFC. And they didn't actually hear what he said. And nobody actually give a fuck. Nobody really cares. They just care that this is the guy who you see on his photo on the news every day and he's the champion. Nobody really gives a damn about what those little sentences he just said that he used to do karate or Tai Chi. I mean, do you know anything about those arts? You know, Kung Fu, Tai Chi, karate, all those old arts. Aikido, ninjutsu, hapkido, there's some real good arts out there. You know, Tang Sudo, Bagua, different styles of Kung Fu. Every time you mention to someone animal styles of Kung Fu, no one understands what the hell I'm talking about now, these days. Animal like tiger, crane and all that. Nowadays people don't even know about it, like the young youths, even here in China, they don't know much about it. A lot of the ones I've met. And then not only that, but then also, you say that to people, the people that do know, and they'll be like, oh yeah, crane, tiger, you're going to do that in real life? My teacher used to also do that. He used to also, whether he believed in what he was saying or not, but he used to say to us that, oh, this stuff's not going to work, you know, in real life. You can't be like that. He's, you know, too this or that. No, in fact, some situations he was realistic about it when he was doing it. He did believe, but some situations he was not. So what I'm trying to say is, when you do it, it's not exactly like the form. You go in and do a perfect that, you know what I mean, or a crane, and all this, I'm saying that you use techniques efficiently and effectively. Someone starts grabbing you from the back, you know what I mean? You might see like a move like this, what the fuck's that? You know, it's like someone comes grabbing you from the back, you might grab his arm there, go over there like in a chin knife, if you've ever heard, like a grab lock there, whatever it might be. I might sink my weight strong, so I might do that, or something, I might be striking there. So there's movements in the technique, you know, low back fist it might be. So I'm looking at myself in the camera, I can't see too clearly, but you understand the flow of it. Someone comes to grab you, you might sink your way there, kick, go into a lock there, pull him over knee, kick the back of the foot. There's so much. Let's say I'm not doing Wing Chun. It looks like, if I just stand there and go, oh, you don't have a clue what the fuck I'm doing, you think it's for show. I'm saying when someone's, you feel the flow, literally someone's arm kind of pushing me, I will sink my weight, grab that down, my shoulder lock against his elbow, smash that up in his face, whatever elbow might be, lock that over, or I might step in, knee goes straight in there, I might come back behind it, chuck him back, or he's coming in, someone grabbing him behind my neck here, I just take that back down, follow the flow, kick back there, whatever, I follow the whole flow of what's going on. Holds me there, so you block that up and hit him in the throat, coming in different movements I might do. Okay, block that off, hitting the gut. It's kung fu techniques that people don't understand. Someone grab me there, grab that. You see a lot of kung fu in like Krav Maga and things like that, and these things that people train. But it's like people, or pinch up, still up. But let's say Krav Maga and things like that, that the soldiers do train and stuff. But it's like people don't understand. People don't know anything about it. They don't even know in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? It's always got to be reinvented, something like it's the new organisation, the fitness and combat or something. They don't say it's kung fu, which is what it was. It's got to be like they've got to advertise it. Oh, burgers, and we've got Burger King. McDonald's. No, it's always got to be something different. Our thing is different. And what I do is different. Everything anyone does is like unique. Every my MMA fighter is different to another one, right? But you know what I'm trying to say though? It's like, so you're going to go like this. You're going to go MMA textbook. Let's say. Someone comes to swing or hit you and you cover up, block, yeah? Come back up, then we do some punches. Why not go there? Why not bring that hand up, block, and this palm comes out to his face? That you find in tradition like in Wing Chun and things like that. And why you got to go like this all the time? Why you got to do all that all the time? Why can't you just standing normally? Block and palm to the face, block and palm to the face there. Why can't you cut off? Why can't you use circular movements like that? Someone comes to put your hand there, why don't you put two hands up like that you see in traditional martial arts? Because it looks stupid, right? No, someone kind of hits you there, you block the hand on the side there, your palm is directly aimed at his face. It's there saying, you're not rigid, you like block it so you can come in any time. Block there, same like you're blocking here, and then jab, it's the same thing. And I say someone comes to hit you, you low block, someone trying to say things like that, and you say, well you do see this kind of thing. But it's all they know is the science of this. They don't understand the traditional stuff, they don't bother to train all the forms and all that, so they don't understand the lines of what I'm talking about. And I'm saying all that, it's not for show. I'm just saying, when you understand all these lines and you study the movement, you understand, like Wing Chun and that, you understand how to trap up when someone's in close quarters combat, someone's in close range, you know how to do that, you know how to do it, you know how to utilise your elbows in different ways. That's blocking there, see, like a palm in there, like a palm there, come there, chopping, different kind of things. Someone grab me here, I know how to use my shoulder, if my arm's under, if he grabs my arm, I know how to do that, to catch from there, pull that down, come over the top of the hip from there. I know different kinds of motion, different kinds of lines, see, because you learn from the Kung Fu different kinds of positions where to put your hands. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you just like a perfect pattern, ho, 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 ho. I'm not saying that like a fucking dance. I'm saying, just keep my language, I'm saying when you're going in, my language, I speak freely, alright? I express myself freely. I'm saying you're going in, it's like you're in that close range, someone coming at you with roundhouse kicks over, you sink, you're right, if you're going, before the kick comes at its final moment, you want to make sure you stop, block it, or hit the centre core, hit the opponent, stop this thing coming in before it reaches its full power of speed and momentum, right? Someone's swinging a baseball bat, someone's swinging a kick. You don't want to wait till the thing comes right in and then block because you've got too late. The power is just going to knock you back. You want to make sure that if someone, you see like in a lot of Kung Fu films, let's say like, I know it's flashy, showy for films and stuff, but let's say someone does like a roundhouse kick, and as the kick's coming up, he meets it with a kick and you block against that kick with your foot. It's real training too, but like, before it meets, but you can't wait for it to come right in and try and block you taking that blow, see? So if you keep taking hits to your body like that, whether it's MMA, even Kyokushin Karate or MMA, whatever, one day you're going to be arthritis, so you don't know what's wrong with your body, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you are able to avoid, it's also good, but don't just run a mile away. It should be like, your blocks are there, or plus you can take it, but it should be like you stand strong, just come in before that and work, and then get in that trapping range. If you're still staying from a long range, and just punching and kicking, if someone gets hit or the other one gets hit, it's like the dangerous thing. It's like the close range is the best, I've found, like from my training, when I'm doing real training with people. I found that when you're at long range, you tend to do like kickboxing and that, but the best thing to do will be to turn your ass away and fucking walk away and go home. If you can get away, run if you can. You're not trying to fight. You don't want to leave your back open to attack all the time anyway. But what I'm basically saying is you're standing there, yeah, you're standing there, right? And it's like, someone's coming in, if you're in close quarters combat, I'm saying close quarters combat, it should be like that. It should be like you're trying to close the distance. Because if someone's far away and they're swinging at you and coming down, it's the dangerous. You can't always say you're going to be able to block it. So why are you playing around? Run away if you can. The further away, the better. So if you want to actually attack, you want to go in and make sure that one attack is going to do it. You don't want to be out punching up here and someone hits you low or tries to go for a takedown in this day and age. And if they're stronger than you, then your traditional martial arts is going to go out the window as well. MMA guys get taken down like MMA guys, so if you're a traditionalist and you're like thin like me, and how the hell is this going to work? You've been a pussy. How can I say this? You look at me, man. Do you think this is going to be against some big tough MMA fighter? And take down, I'll do my Wing Chun, yeah? I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm not a dickhead. I watch the videos and then I watch myself on the video and I go back and I watch MMA videos of these real guys training, these real tough guys. Do you think I'm fucking joking? I train my Wing Chun with like certain people and students and people, and I let people feel, I let them try to really use all their power and brute force to try to chuck me over in whatever way. And we be careful when we train, but it's like, I try to feel that, the pressure, the prodigy. I'll be there, and I'll be there, and it'll be like, I'm working with the blocks and stuff, but then when we get in close quarters, it's like solid, whatever I can trap their hands up with, or when they grab, I love it, that's what I love best, when someone grabs hold of me, someone grabs hold of my arm or my wrist or my neck, whatever it's going to be, I'll just go with that flow. If they're pushing, I absorb it in, I'm like a ball of water, if you can't, I just let it flow, wherever they're coming, I just control. Kick with my elbow, it might be, from the back, up there, cover that, catch someone's arm there, palms coming in, blocking, whatever it might be. I utilise all that traditional, that kung fu stuff, that people don't believe in. And I make it work, and they can't understand it, and they start feeling, what is he doing, this monkey? And then I start training, and I start explaining to them, letting them try to practice, and I break down techniques and let them learn. So when someone's grabbing hold of me, that's not the best demo in this video, sorry, because I didn't warm up and everything, so I'm just doing what I can, and it's like, you know what I mean though? It's like, I'll be standing there and be like, someone coming at me, or in close range, that's MMA for example, and when they start grabbing on, that's when I can feel that the openings, I can palm in, as I say, when they're here, I might close up here, I'm using little circular blocks and wax on, wax off, man. Literally, I'm able to use the movements that I learned from that Kung Fu karate techniques. Up here, wherever it might be, elbow coming in, Wing Chun, so he's coming in, grabbing me here, I'll do that. He's coming low, I'm able to step back knee, all that's in the traditional step on the foot, learning a side kick, something like that coming in. So I'm saying, longer range you do a higher one of it, but it's like close range. I'm saying for close range I'm talking about. So, for close range fighting, there's more than just, what's close range? Usually close range, you think about close range is for the grappling, right? Jiu-jitsu. So when you're further out, you're getting those punches and kicks in, right? Working this movement. So moving around, a lot of times you see MMA moving around, sussing each other out, and they come in punching and kicking, and they try and work through each other's punching and kicking to try to get that grab, to try and take them down. It's science, right? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA. So what I'm trying to say is, there's more to that. If it was a real martial arts master, they'll be in there, they wouldn't be dancing around, they'll stand there very calmly, or they'll be ready, they wouldn't show that, they'll be like very ready, and they'll be able to do all those punches and kicks, no problem, yeah. But it'd be like in close quarters combat, they won't be worried about a takedown, they'll sink their weight, they'll know how to control the balance like water, their waist, and everything like Tai Chi, they'll understand how to control. When someone's pushing their weight in, they'll be able to subtly sink their weight low in the opponent, rise them up, chuck them down, throw them to the side, closing that gap to make it very awkward. Elbow pushed against the person's head, now wherever it might be here, coming in with palm there. As soon as the pressure comes in, I mean, Wing Chun, any position, we learn in Kung Fu, so any position, Wing Chun again, you learn that wherever the pressure, whether they're grabbing here or there, you're always able to use something to attack there, into his jaw by the way, here, always able to change the flow and always to go with the flow, and you always go with the flow and close the gap, so you can stop whatever's, you can diffuse and dilute, what do you call it, dissolve and absorb their attacks. So when they're pushing, you pull, when you become nothing, when there's a space you fill it and push, when they're pulling, you just follow the flow. and basically constantly keep hitting open areas, and each one's supposed to be a finisher. In ancient martial arts, you're supposed to be to kill them. I mean, literally finish them off. I mean, literally crack them so fucking bad that they cannot fight anymore. It wants to be, right? And brutal, in terms of real martial arts. Not you just go, I'm not saying that. I'm saying really it's like standing there and not just take a few blows, boom, boom, and then, and then take down. And then start beating. It should be like you're standing there, they try to kick you, and you straight in and you crack some rib or something with an attack. And it's come through, it pelts from the inside. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? And you understand trapping, you understand locking, you understand the whole, it's not just like arms and then you're bouncing around, it's that you understand solidity. You understand how to be solid yet fluid, you know, in your stance and your structure, guarding over the elbow, coming up there, you understand, oh, that's what palm, it looks like I'm doing a show or something, but it's like, it's all there and I can feel exactly what I'm doing. I wouldn't just, someone standing there and I step back in a tiger, for show, I can come through for them. I'm not going to do that exactly. That's what like films and that, unless you really want to just test your skill and you feel confident with it. But it's like, usually you'll be going in like a normal human being. The same way as MMA fighters don't put on all that show and that as such, that they go in there, they went to fight, we're going to fight now, and they come in and fight. So with Kung Fu fighters, it's the same. When they used to do all these stances and that, like what you see on the film, that's like for the show. I mean, that's like for, you know, the spirit of it as well. But it's like, what I'm trying to say is, it'll be like a normal human being who just come in, whoever comes, they can use their whole body. Someone comes walking up to them, just switch that foot away, the guy just fall down. There's so much people you can do in real Kung Fu and real martial arts that people don't understand. Ninjutsu, everything like that, you'll be able to, for example, block with that foot, that knee, that thigh, and then kick up in the groin, and then I'll kick the guy's knee, and the guy's falling, that's the end of him. As he's falling down, you step back and get the head pulled out, because the Tai Chi teaches you so much. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, someone comes grabbing you, straight away pull into you, just simply sink your weight, and literally just take him down. You won't go literally down with the guy and start, okay, I'm going to get you into a T-bar, an X-bar, and fucking restrain you. Don't be like, you just get into a lock, you just absorb him, he gets trapped up in what you're doing, you're literally there, your foot's on top of him, and this hand's holding in Coca-Cola, and you're drinking, and you fuck off the other guy. You don't even need to fight anymore. That's the heart, that's the all this. So, you know, people look in the traditional martial arts, and they say people are just fucking around, they wear a gi and a black belt on their finger, all this and that, and there's two stuck up in their stuck up mind. That's what the problem is, the people don't understand. It's not that at all. If you understand the true power of martial arts, some people do have ego, a lot of them. I'm saying, if you understand the true power of real martial arts, traditional martial arts, you understand what the power is. Most people can't understand. You see people doing movements like this, all this. People understand what the fuck you're doing. They think you're just playing around. If I stand here in front of this camera now and start telling you the crane, yin and yang, you're going to probably fucking laugh. I start telling you stand there. All this, all the wrists, all that. It's just natural kind of like movements, you know. Breathing, not for showing, you know what I'm trying to say, feeling all the wrists and that. All these kind of movements now, with the waist there. Control my breathing. All this. I'm doing a fucking dance. Now, what is all this shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm mixing it up with the tension, the breathing, that and saying. The breathing, not to be show off. It's like feeling all the lines and the tendons in my back and in my thighs there. This could be someone's wrist there. Ready for a lot. There's someone grabbing me here, coming in. He's just literally falling over. When I just put that foot there, he's going to slip down to the ground. I can feel every fucking line of what I'm doing. It's not because I think I'm Mr. Skinny, Mr. Super. I can beat anybody. I watch too many Kung Fu. It's not about that at all. Oh, snake. That's what people think. But they don't fucking understand at all what I'm saying. Because I know exactly what I'm saying. And I'm there, and he's coming in. I'm reading the book. The guy comes in. He's got my hands in. Put that on top. You know. Pizza in the face. I know exactly where I'm coming from. He's coming to grab me, open it up, I step back, knee in the groin, slap to the ears, back kick strap to the chin, and then go down low, punch in the groin. All these different forms that we learn and things like that. It's like, there's use in it. You learn to fight with a sword, you learn to fight with a knife, like traditional weapons. You don't have to say you're going to carry that on the street at all. But we're saying that there's understanding, and there's like ways you can emphasise traditional martial concepts and philosophies in your body and move in a different way. You know what I'm trying to say? Someone behind me, uppercut, upper elbow in the jaw, back. Someone comes grabbing hold of me from the side. Someone comes at me just from the side. He fucking motherfucker, grab me by the neck. All I need to do is step back. That's all I need to do. All I need to do is come in and grab me. All I need to do is take that. I don't need to wrestle with it, this or that, or try to get him into a lock. All I need to do is do that, put my foot on his foot, kick low in as he's coming up. The guy just goes, woo. And what I need to do is step back, sink down a bit, rise up as a guard, underneath his elbow, hit into the throat, wherever it's going to be in the face there, smash up wherever it's going to be into his face. You see, rise up, or hit in the groin, bam, or kick him into the groin there. You see, or literally just step up, rise it if I can rise it up, go with the flow, never try and, if he's coming in, don't go out, if he's going out, don't go in, and if he's like going up, don't go down, if he's going down, don't go up. Go with the actual flow. But don't follow his hand around. We talk about like in Tai Chi, pushing hand, not Wing Chun, sticky hand. Don't follow the hand. Follow it so you can move off the line of fire and then go straight in with your attacks. He's coming in, he's grabbing me, he's trying to pull me, let's say, come with me. Go with him. He pulls your hand, wham! Elbow straight in the fucking teeth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? He's pulling my two arms, he's got my two arms here, he's holding my two arms. Oh shit, what am I going to do? He pulls me. Whether he crosses me up or he pulls me like that, whatever, whichever way. I let him go, I just go with it. Not let him go until the point he breaks my arm, but I'll go with it and follow it with something like a snake. I'm slewing the snake in. He's pulling me in. And like my elbow just comes in and cracks his fucking ribs or his jaw, my elbow. He grabs that, my hand comes out, he pushes my hand, my elbow comes in, pushes out, my shoulder comes in. This hand is there all the whole time. He grabs me, I grab him. What I do is he pulls me, he doesn't expect me to come with him, so as soon as he pulls me, I use my whole body, I put my hands up as he pulls my wrists in front of me, and I just come in, bounce, pull right into him, and step on his feet. My knees crush against his shins, I fucking smash my whole body in. I don't even give a fuck if I fall on the floor. You train things like rolling over, but it's like, you know what I'm trying to say, but it's like you stand up and you just smash in, and that, you know, and then as soon as he starts to realise you're not like tug of war with him at all, because he might be a big tough guy, he starts grabbing wrestling, he starts pushing, then you absorb with that, and until you find the mechanism where he loses that control for that split second, because he doesn't expect you to go with him, and then you go in and smash with some kind of attack, go back into Muay Thai if you like. You know what I'm trying to say? So covering with the hands, learning things like Wing Chun is a very useful art, is what I'm trying to say to you. So learning with the crane and all that, the mantis, snake, leopard, tiger, okay, karate, it's not a fucking joke. People don't understand what it's about if you understand to use it. Tai Chi, how to actually apply Tai Chi, not just following a few people in the park. And, I'm not doing it just for show. You've got to learn how to, when someone's grabbing me, how can I fucking, as he's grabbing me, how can I just raise that up and slam the fucking guy's head into the wall because he's trying to stab me and kill my baby? You know what I'm saying? Make it real, step in the back of that foot, or kick his fucking back of his face straight into the wall. And then chop it out and smash the back of his head. You mean you've got to learn in terms of training, you've got to learn how to fucking do it. You know, sidekick crack, it's got to break something, not a bag of meat or water. It's got to shatter something. You know what I'm trying to say? Someone's coming in here, grabbing me by the throat. Okay, he's grabbing me, oh God! I just sink to my knees literally and chuck him the fuck down and kick him in the nut. He doesn't expect me to just give in to him, right? He thinks someone can come on, what the fuck, man? What? Am I going to have a skinny guy? I can't beat him that way. He's coming in, right? He comes to grab me in my elbows, my palms free to palm him in the fucking face. Hi, boy. He comes to fucking grab my hand here. My elbow's always able to, I'm always able to open up, so there's something here, or close up. Not just for show, I'm doing a fucking pretty boy dance. If someone grab me here, I'm able to crouch over. If I grab his hand, my hand's wasted. You know, he's stronger than me, what's the use? But grab, feel where that is, and then flow. I'm able to go in with that palm there and hit him. You might grab my elbow, okay, I'll come in and grab the back of his throat and step behind his foot, chuck him over. Or go in, give him a surprise, he start holding my wrist, my elbow comes in, he can't control the whole thing like that, snake, you know. But my whole body is solid like rock, and I go, and fucking smash him out, you know what I'm saying? And he comes in, someone grabbing me here. Oh God, come with me. Okay then, I'll just come with him. I'll follow my back, come with him. Fucking elbow shatter something in the middle. Okay, you fucking bitch, you know. Or step on his foot the whole time, so he's tripping over, busting his own shins up. Or step behind his that, or he's coming, he pulls my arm. Yeah, he pulls me, come with me. Just fucking slash out a kick to the side, bash me in. You've got to be accurate. when you practice holding a pad up, like the taekwondo score, so when someone's holding a pad up, don't just go, ayah, ayah, or your ego in you. Everybody's watching me, yeah, but listen fast kicks, man. Ayah, ayah. It's not like that at all. You've got to watch carefully what the fuck you're doing. Watch someone from that back angle to a funny, strange angle there. Make sure you can get it. Not just, because I'm on the camera. What the fuck's that? He's like, nobody watching you. You've got to focus on what you're fucking doing yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming in there, grabs you there. Your elbows can always guard with your elbows. That's what Wing Chun teaches us. Elbows coming in. Right, all elbows guarded. Here. And it's cut on there, pushing. Elbow chopping in here, palms. Whatever position your hand's in, palm, even he grabs you, it don't make a fucking, you just follow him. Shoulder up against him. And he starts, my body, okay, fine, go that way, move. He pushes you, let him go down there. He starts pushing, he goes from there, face there. Knee in the head, step on the foot. Right, someone coming from back there, I'll kick that guy. But not hands down for show. Oh, and I get my face punched in and jiu-jitsu me down to the floor because I usually lose my balance. I've got to learn to solidly root myself strong. Otherwise, what the fuck is the truth in Kung Fu? There's no truth in it if you don't make it real. What I'm trying to say. So I'm coming in swinging, double block. So you learn all the basics like MMA, blocking, here, tight close quarter, boxing, but you learn how to utilise the traditional, you know what I'm trying to say? You learn how to use things like crane here, see, or blocking, you learn to do that. You know, like Wing Chun, you learn to step in different things, you learn how to do that. Karate, all that. Tiger, you grab the throat rib, you learn to do different techniques. And it's not like you just, or suddenly, in the middle of MMA, I just go tiger and you think, what the fuck am I doing? Like, tiger, what the fuck? Not going to work. But really it is going to work because you're going in there fighting boxing, the guy goes to clench you, I sink my root on that strong, that Kung Fu kind of stance, he grabs that, and that's that, and grab hold of his head, rip his fucking ears off, palm, in the throat where it's going to be, at the knee there, holding down like a couple of karate or Kung Fu stance, say, oh, but it's like, properly, he's coming in, and he's coming in to attack me, and I do that, he's coming in intense, he's coming in, and he do that, and that elbow comes straight up in the jaw, see, like Kung Fu form, see, but it's like, he's coming in, I just go, probably, subtle, you see, bam, or blocking against the feet there, or across his head there, boom. So you're pulling the heel, pulling that tiger, see what I'm saying? Kind of whip across the ear there, it's just surprising, give a cool kick. That's protecting my face, by the way, it's not fucking around or leaning over to here. Sink your root in. And feel the lines, it's got to feel the lines. So when someone's coming in to attack, man, I'm ready. I'm not just joking around, someone coming in, save your breath. Train all this training, when you're training formers alone for forming and breathing, don't forget about all what they're saying on MMA and that, just focus on your breathing and make this thing real, you know. So when you're training it's real, it's not fucking around. So when you're there, just say that, if you're there, someone comes in, you're in close quarters combat and then you go into that tiger I was saying before, you must step back, grab their head so you'll pull back, or be there with your hands there ready for whatever's coming. And catch someone's wrist here behind mine, so it'll come through, just kind of hit me. I block their two hands across to the side, this one can block, this one can attack, this one can block down, can come in there. His hand's not going to wait for you to do 50 fucking changes, boom, 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 like Kung Fu film, not at all. But it's there you can use, see, coming in, palm with that, someone there can palm with that, with my body, someone grabbing me here, I can open that up, see, knee him in the fucking crutch there, stick a kick on the back of the side of his ankle or his knee, step behind, heel behind his heel that back, throw him back, fist straight down as he's going down, here. More direct. Kung Fu is teaching you not to be showy in that. Kung Fu is teaching you in karate in that to be more direct. Like in MMA, they'll probably do like, I don't know, it's like fair enough, they've got ground and pound, but it's like they'll be like chucking people down and then they'll be like going down and doing things. But in Kung Fu, it's like everything's doing something. Someone's kind of grabbing you, use your shoulder to block. Elbows coming up. This is striking at the same time. See, if your elbows are in a strange position. Oh shit, I'm locked now, I must have done marine training or something, it was good. But I'm saying, Kung Fu will teach you to flow in a different kind of thing, different kind of move. Like you learn Tai Chi, you learn properly, you know what I say, you will know how to flow, you know how to feel different kind of essences. That's coming in there, elbow coming in, see? You learn all these different forms, and you know how to make it work. What's this for show? Oh yeah, no, it's because I can feel my centre. Feel the energy there, the softness. I'm not even putting any effort, I'm just feeling the energy all around me. I feel like there's water all around me, I can feel it touching every part of my body. So I can feel where the pressure is. and starts grabbing my head from the back. I know how to go with it. I know how to flow with different things. Put my body into a different shape. You're blocking with the wrist, you know what I'm saying? Coming in, he starts pushing me here. And suddenly, I'm not going to rip his groin. I'm saying, for example, you go in there, from there, so he pushed that back, knee to the back of his knee, he's going to start falling back. So he goes back, so he's falling down, that kind of covering against my face, he's punching into the back of his gut here as he's falling down. Now we come and see what I'm doing. Plug that elbow to the face. But in Wing Chun, you see people don't think about it in MMA. Covering, all this traditional stuff, it doesn't work, it's too slow. People think that all this flashy stuff is too complicated, right? Do you think so? Too complicated, too exaggerated. Yeah. And also, people also think that it's fucking me schizo, me explaining bullshit, waste of time. And people think that all this stuff is too slow. All these technicality changes in Tiger or Wing Chun or Tai Chi, Karate, you think it's too slow. Because it is if you do a show. What is if you do one circle, blah, it's too slow to do, exactly, it will be very too slow. MMA is going to knock you the fuck out. MMA will knock them the fuck out if they do that, or take them down to the ground. So you've got to make it work when it works. You go in kickboxing into a fight, so that's why you've got to be prepared now and watch out. And when they come in, then you've got to use all those techniques and stuff. But a real martial artist won't go to the ring like that anyway to be watching into a fight. A real martial artist will be trying to avoid that. And they'll try to avoid it at all costs. And if something does come up to them, they'll only come out ready to block. If someone comes to grab them when they're in a situation, and they'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Judo, Aikido, sort of self-defense. Parry, if someone pushes me there, I just let him go. I'll parry that off if I want. If someone pushing me up, I let him go, the guy just falls through. From my centre there, see, I can, if he pushes me, I can let it go that way or that way. But I see my whole route. I might step back, I might slip, and this one comes through, or hits him at the same time, hitting the face. Or I catch his arm between my two arms here, lock him up, or loop that, or bring that elbow, control his elbow up or down or in, or whether it's going to be, loop around. So many techniques you can do, it's unbelievable. So I'm standing here, my arms folded, eating ice cream, or you're eating your mum's fucking whatever, or you're eating a hot dog, for example, yeah? And it's like you're standing for anyone to say, right? And then you're standing there, and someone pushes my elbow. I'm like, please, don't touch me. Please. He touches me here, or here. My hand is on top of his hand here. I have nothing to give you, you fuck. So he grabs my elbow. Oh shit, he starts pushing me in. Yeah, he grabs my elbow, yeah? He starts pushing me in, Wing Chun again, signal weight. I'll step back if I want to. But I'll cover, make sure he's not going to headbutt me. This hand might be able to cover and against the other hand. But I turn, he's coming in, and this hand comes out, I can also grab his elbow. And if he's like really pushing in, I let him come in. He puts himself off balance, he probably forgets his leg, most people, in self-defense. And his arm will be fully stretched out too, so I can control the elbow into different positions now. You see what I'm saying? But don't be playing up here and then he knees me in the groin, because I open my groin up as well, you see what I'm saying? Or don't be stepping miles away and then you go up trying to do showy moves and then the guy ends up kicking me. But you see what I'm trying to say? This kind of mentality, I might be there, I might parry that away and then come back here. But be careful with your knee, turn it into guard your groin. He's kind of attacking me, you know what I'm trying to say? So he's coming in, push that, he might be there, I might twist it over, I might put my hand just simply over his elbow there, then go for that change. I might have enough time to do it, then 1, 2, 3, I might have time to do that change. Even though I said that these moves can be slow, but something can work, you just block it out, so you boom, boom, like Wing Chun Steve, like Bruce Lee used to love that technique, the parry in the back fist. I'm trying to say, for example, now, he's coming in, he's coming up higher, let's say, or pushing a taller guy, great, it's the same thing, you open up that. You open up that, you can cover against the elbow. Don't take the hand, play with that, and the elbow hits you in the face. Make sure you know where his hand is and you know where his elbow is. And you know where his legs are, on the other hand, you've got the whole control of it. Lift it up, then knee him in the corner, whatever it's going to be, kick him. Don't, as soon as you raise one leg up, you can get easily pushed down or taken down by jiu-jitsu either also. So it's better you stand solid. Get away on your feet swiftly or stand solid, but use everything you can, your elbows to guard, your hands, you're not on your fists, but which you train hard, but your palm, your elbows as well, and your palms, like everything. And your headbutt's fair enough, but when you're being careful, shoulder, everything, the whole back, and all the form you train for you control your body. Don't just do a move and then say, what is this, apart from energy control? You've got to learn how to, when someone starts pulling us, I'm going to make sure I'm going to go into the position. Everything you train, when you train like traditional forms, don't be ignorant of traditional forms, because one, they're good for your health. And also, if you start training traditional forms, you can think about how you can subtly change certain things, or how you can apply the actual practice of these moves in a real situation. And quite often there's a lot of different moves, applications and variations you can use in real fighting for these moves. And in terms of real fighting, like in MMA, you can actually apply these things in close quarters. It's not fucking around, you know. And you can put it in with the MMA and still work it very well. Covering into, I'm not putting down the MMA as I'm saying, you work it in with your boxing, all that, you see what I'm saying? You work this kind of kung fu mentality in. So when you're doing blocks and stuff, making your forearms stronger when you're training up with people in karate, or when you're training on a tree or something, you know, it's a solid training. I'm trying to say, you're training your power, how real kung fu is it? So I'm saying you train all of the moves. It's all these different moves, like much for wushu, like the sword, let's say, you know, all these different moves, all these acrobatic moves, and you say, what the fuck is that? Spinning the sword around. How's that going to fight? How's that going to help me with my life? But people don't understand, because it does when you use the fluidity in the right way. But you don't walk up to someone and start doing a flashy move, Wing Chun, or going up in a flashy wushu. Oh, well, you don't do that. You're wasting your energy. You come in. But if it was me, I would say, like, even in MMA or going into a competition, that'd be a waste of energy too. Walking up, come on, man, I'm going to fight you all this. It's a waste of time. You might want to trick your opponent, fair enough, doing a few flashy moves, arms or kicking, but it's like, it's not the right way always. Like, you make sure that they don't know what you're going to do, like ninja. And the guy's standing there, you're looking over there, and you back fist the guy in the groin. Or something you didn't see, you know, feet or whatever. Or the guy grabs you and then you go with the foot, like I'm saying, you know. But not in a typical way that it always is shown, you know. Or he's coming to grab me here, I'll make sure this one covers up against his face and this hand goes on the elbow. As soon as he comes pushing me in, I open that out again. So every position you go in, you always can work into a lock or something. That was always covered against that hand, so we understand that circular movement, centre line, see? And we understand how all these traditional martial arts moves that people train in the formers, but they don't understand in real life. They don't understand how to really use these moves and I can make them more subtle and change something they can't understand. So of course, you know, people in the MMA aren't going to believe it when they're just going in and doing it. They don't understand. You're not going to be doing that all the time. There's times where you're just going to be going in and doing like, you know, pure MMA style. But it's like there's times when these certain techniques would help you win a fight better, I believe. And then especially in real fighting on the street too. So people can't understand what the fuck I'm doing in this video, showing again a sweaty t-shirt and a load of fluid, stupid movements when I'm not even warmed up today. As I've said, I haven't even warmed up or anything or stretched today, but you know what I'm saying though? That's what I'm trying to say. So thank you so much for watching, as I say. Train hard and stay safe. Martial arts for life. I can keep it real. Thank you so much for watching. Train hard and stay safe. Believe in what you do. Well done.